I don't like this anymore. What? Oh! Okay, I'm guessing I'm supposed to run from that now. Alright, cool. Alrighty then. Down. I think that was my floor. Okay. Why didn't I think that would be the way? Whoa! Excuse me? Okay. Ah! Alright, well, I mean... I guess Miles wouldn't want to miss out on this. Yeah. Fuck, 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 fuck. Whoever finds my corpse, trust no one and tell everyone. I am not crazy. I know, only crazy people say that. But I am as sane as this world allows with a camera full of evidence. Don't call it a gospel, call it a mockery of reason. Let the world know it is Murkoff's fault. Bury these bastards with my mutilated dead body. Alright. So you're pretty sure you're not getting out of this then, huh? Well, it turns out I was right then, I guess. Well, Wernicke must be down here then. Maybe Chris is like working with Wernicke, and they are not allied with the psycho pants people that just sacrificed Father Dude Bro. Probably. From the personnel records of Dr. Wernicke, Frankenstein, or the Modern Prometheus, by Mary Shelley, is published anonymously in 1818, chapter 23, excerpt. Man, I cried, how ignorant art thou in thy pride of wisdom! Cease, you know not what it is you say. I broke from the house angry and disturbed, and retired to meditate on some other mode of action. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. More body parts. That's nothing new. Feeling right at home, I guess. Well, they have, like, lab coats on. They look like scientists. So they have this big facility underneath the asylum where they're doing all the experiments and stuff. Clearly. Which they must have built afterwards. Maybe. I mean, it looks newer, right? It definitely looks newer. Morphogenic engine chambers that way. But I just came from that way. I just have the feeling that somebody knows I'm here. Like, somebody made the elevator come down here. Because I sure didn't do that. I don't want to use my camera because it's, like, disturbing on my eyeballs. But I do want to use it because I want notes. Here's a better note. Project Wallrider post-mortem preparatory report. From note, all material herein to be transcribed and revisited to fit legal binding requirements of Murkoff Court Records. See Form 4083. Jennifer Rowland. My 14th autopsy of a Wallrider patient, showing no more signs of accepting the therapy than any of the others. There have been slight gains in cell migration and morphogenesis, including effects similar to human growth hormone, but nothing to suggest the stable creation of a sentient, independent swarm. So tired. Doubting my judgment, will submit another request for leave. The psychological cost of using such far gone and further provoked patience is more than I feel I can handle. Okay. May suggest hanging less hope on the far-flung theories of a senile Nazi and move toward using a simpler mechanical engine based on major sperm protein. Wait a second. Okay, well, the theories of the senile Nazi is clearly Wernicke. Will definitely suggest harsher chemical restraints. Murkoff Security killed patient 921 after he overcame enough tranquilizers to put down a hockey team. I'm afraid the hormones therapy is interacting with our chemical restraints in a counterproductive manner. Maybe that's what happened to good old Chris. Delivery exits. My God, the door outside. Ah! 666. That's gotta be a good room. Morphogenic engine. Okay. Thought you might want to take a note of that. This is the morphogenic engine. A few lines of mathematics and algorithm. Reprogram us, turn us into nightmare factories. A few numbers on a dry erase board. Give me a hacksaw and a few hours alone with Dr. Wernicke's corpse. I feel I owe him a debt. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's not as simple as that. But, yeah. Do you want to say anything about the outside being right there? No. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't like this anymore. What? Oh! Okay, I'm guessing I'm supposed to run from that now. Alright, cool. Alrighty then. Let's do that. Is he coming? I don't know. Ah! Chris, why? No! No more escape. Thanks, I guess? Alright. This is the way you die. Ripped to pieces from the inside, watching your marrow scatter on the concrete wall. You've escaped one hell, Chris Walker. God help me, I somehow hope you don't find another. Yeah, let me read the note. The thing I have on Chris again. It was way in the beginning. Here. Age 32. Observing physician Wernicke. Morphogenic engine activity plateaued at roughly 2,000 ppm. Unsafe to progress towards stage 3 hormone schedule. Spirometry revealed light to medium bronchial accumulation. MRI scans consistent with the patient's reported dreams. Walker was interviewed in restraints. Following his self-inflicted mutilations, restraint has had to be altered to accommodate his enormous size. Extensive dermal eruptions are consistent with failed morphogenic engine cellular activity. He claims the skin ripped off his forehead allows for a truer way of seeing. Seems to have some boyhood experience with the tuatara lizards and their parietal eyes. He has expressed anxiety about his flesh, significant around his lips and nose. Attending orderlies should be advised to watch for further self-mutilation. The mental traumas he sustained while serving in Afghanistan seem to be retarding progression of his ME process. His predominant fixation, amplified by therapy, is a manic exaggeration of military security protocol. A continuation of both chemical and physical restraints is highly recommended. So they just couldn't control him anymore. He was too much, I guess. I'm gonna go back now. I think I'm supposed to feel like the Wall Rider Ghost is my friend now. I mean, he didn't hurt me before. Even when he, like, you know, he walked through me and stuff, like, when I was outside and I didn't get hurt. So... I'm not, I mean, this... Let me out! Let me out! Okay. I'm supposed to, shut the alarms off or something somehow? He was resistant to the stress because of his war experiences. Yeah, that's kind of like what it sounded like. He just, it wasn't working on him, and he got, his body was resisting it, and instead he became huge, and then, he was too strong for them to handle. Hello? What? Was this open before? Oh.
I know. I'm supposed to be dead.
Oh, hey!
No such luck. I am older than sin, but somehow the only one left. Because of Billy. He takes care of me. He may think I'm his father. He certainly loves me, the poor idiot.
Wait, Billy is the thing?
Do you know what this symbol represents? It warns of a nanohazard. Microscopic machines. Technology we have had for decades but never mastered. Murkoff discovered in my research a workaround. Turning the cells in the human body into nanofactories. It's the natural function of cells to produce molecules, but through psychosomatic direction, we engineered the precise molecules necessary. Mind over body. It was foolish and wrong to think we could control it. To use madmen to make something so strong. You have to stop him, to murder Billy. Turn off his life support, his anesthesia. You have to undo what I've done. No one can get out of this place while he lives. You must kill him.
Why don't you kill him? Oh. So... Okay.
He achieved something like this in 1944. Those fascists thought it was spirits, and I let them believe it. Let them kill themselves, thinking there was some kind of afterlife now empirically promised to them. Fools. Poor Alan. He would weep to see what I've built from his dreams. Billy doesn't mean harm. He's a child with a damaged mind, granted the powers of a god. It would make any of us into a monster. You must end this. You all must die here. Murkoff knew the danger, and they didn't care. In the corporation's mind, we're all just dollar amounts in a ledger. And the profits Project Wall Rider promised overshadowed whatever pitiful balance a few doctors and patients amounted to. He will spread if you don't stop him. The morphogenic engine is self-perpetuating. I pray to God you have the strength to end it here with your death. More
My
than
death?
anything, I want to rest. Billy will not let me die. You could never imagine how cruel this is. I only want to die.
So Billy's body is somewhere in like cryo sleep, and he's some kind of weird electro splash spiritual being that is, so to speak, haunting the facility, but not really haunting. He's like controlling it. Clearly they selected him because he's because he found out what they were doing. So that instead of like, you know, instead of kill him, they like used him for the experiment, I guess. He was the only one the experiment worked on. Yeah. I guess so. But didn't he say that they needed like the brain juice of all these like psycho guys? Like that's why they had this huge amount of crazy people? Or were they just trying it on every single person? Yeah, Billy's yeah, his mom was gonna file a lawsuit on the company, on Murkoff, because Billy was remembering things that were happening between him and Wernicke. He was remembering like being down here and being experimented on and stuff. Could have avoided that. I'm not 100% sure. But let's go in here instead. Cafeteria. Maybe I need to just run? Well, that way was my death. Did I already go this way? Yeah, I tried this. Didn't work. Maybe I just have to make a run for it. Oh! There we go. Oh, I see. All right. Yeah. I think I just have to move. I think because obviously he can get me anywhere. So I think I just have to go. I just gotta go faster. God. Run, Miles! I don't know if that helps at all, but I'm gonna close the door. Restricted. Oh God. Oh, let me. Oh. Wow. Okay. Oh. Is that him there? I guess so. Would be nice if the door's closed. Is there any more things to read in here? Turn off the valve or the life support fluid reservoirs. Here's something to read. Okay. To avoid patient injury, the morphogenic engine life pod requires a daily inspection of all vital systems. Vital System 1. The enriched oxygenated perfluorocarbon from the life support fluid reservoir must be continuously flushed and replaced through the course of the patient's treatment. Note that OP must also supply anesthetics. Any interruption in supply will cause sufficient pain to the patient to potentially disrupt the experiment. Vital System 2. Electric supply is supplemented and ensured that the sublab generator... Proper fueling and maintenance of the sublab generator should be confirmed hourly. In the case of catastrophic loss of Vital System 1 and 2, the life pod failsafe will engage, maintaining localized minimum life support functions until technicians can arrive. Disabling failsafe will result in immediate patient termination. The failsafe system isn't activated and can't be turned off. That... Is this Billy? He looks like a man. Not a kid. That one's just full of blood. Great. Oh, hey, man. Hello. What's up? How are you? Looking good. Okay, sublab generator. Yeah, they have all those pods down there, like, yeah, they were planning to do it a lot, but it only worked on Billy, which is interesting. I suppose it was because he was a kid. It's the only difference, right? Because he wasn't actually insane, I don't think, like, originally. He was just in there for, therapy. At least that's what it seemed like from the letters. This is Billy Hope's lungs, his liver, his life support. A machine the size of a football stadium to keep one lunatic alive. Fuck it all, break it all, he has to die. Yeah, there you go, Miles. Walking through blood. Thank you, Craig, for more bits. Thank you so much. From the personal records of Dr. Wernicke, Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus by Mary Shelley Learn from me, if not by my precepts, at least by my example, how dangerous it is is the requirement of knowledge, and how much happier the modest man than he who aspires to become greater than his nature allows. That seems a bit wrong. Okay, I'm guessing he's gonna get real pissed off when I do this. Warning, do not turn the valve. Interruption in the supply will cause sufficient pain to the patient to potentially disrupt the experiment. Sorry, Billy. He's kind of mad. Okay, he's... Oh god, where are the stairs? Oh god. Ah! What? Oh, you freaking idiot. I'll just open the other door instead of close that one. That makes sense. Didn't I already do it? Yes? Just go! Hello? That guy's still there. Enjoy the show, man. Enjoy the show. I don't know if I'm supposed to go back up here or not. Clearly not. Okay. Oh, I'm probably... Oh, God, no, Billy, why? Maybe I'm supposed to push the button now, actually. Oops. For some reason, I was thinking there was two things I needed to do, but I think it was just that one thing. So I can just maybe... Oh, there is two. Okay, I was right then. Alright, where the hell's the other one? It's gotta be over here. It's not, though. Oh, wait. This is not... This is open now. Oh, okay. Or was that open before? I don't know. I have no idea. Just go! Don't do it, Billy! I'm sorry! Ah! Alright. Well, I went pretty fast and he still caught me. So, Oh, good, there's a save point here. Thank God. That's nice. Thanks, game. Oh my god. Miles sprinting up the stairs. What a champ. How many stairs are there? Jesus. Yep, you got it. You got it, Miles. Which way do we go now? I guess we go this way because it's the first way that I went. Okay. Okay. Those things stop him? Maybe? Woo! Okay, you guys. Now that we have a reprieve for a second from Billy, I need to go use the bathroom, and I'm gonna get more coffee, and then I'm gonna be right back, and then I'm gonna read this note, okay? So, just give me, like, 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. I promise. BRB. Anyways, game time. Everyone go back. Switch your brain back to running from Billy, okay? Because that's what we're doing now. All right. Reading note. Please find attached the permission to proceed form for patient William Hope of the Murkoff Charitable Psychiatric Program at Mount Massive Hospital in Colorado, USA. The form is standard and all relevant lines have been signed. It appears Billy is unaware of his mother's recent guided cardiac arrest. He is submitting to the experiment with the understanding unfounded of financial remuneration to his mother and the charitable contribution to her church. So they killed off her mom. Oh, okay. Well, his mom, I mean, because she was going to sue them. And then they contributed to her church. Maybe she was with the Church of Lunatics. Wernicke, having read the boy's dream reports, believe he has enormous therapeutic potential. Oh, that's why they chose him. Okay, so Wernicke picked him specifically. Gotcha. Okay. Do it up. I don't think he's gonna be happy about that either. Just assuming. I'm just gonna assume that's the case, you know? Hi, Billy. Oh my God. He didn't kill me though? Alright. I'm not sure why he didn't kill me. But I'll take it. Let's do this! Is it still work if I don't have all my fingers? Okay, it did. Good. I'm sorry! It has to be done, Billy! You're a monster! Wow, those are some good pain screams. I'm fine though, I'm good. I'm gonna walk it off. Come on, Miles, we have to make the report. Remember, we have to make the report. Oh, nice, and limp, okay. Yeah, I mean, I better be limping. How do I get out of here? Go back this way? That was really good voice acting. I noticed that too. It was super good. Oh my God, am I gonna make it? I don't know. I think Billy like squished all of my internal organs. I need a stim pack! Somebody get me a doctor's bag! Oh, I dropped the camera? Did I? Oh, no I didn't. I saw it. That's fine. I'm gonna record. I'm gonna go out recording! I'm gonna go do what I came in to do! Miles said, I'm gonna record everything, and that's what I'm gonna do, even my death. I can't get the camera out anymore. I think this is it. Oh shit, really? Whoa! That was cool! So he was like, he didn't kill me because he wanted to use me as the host because I destroyed his other body. Damn. Alright, I mean that makes sense. That was crazy, to say the least. That was the ending. Not every game can have a good ending. That game is so good. No wonder people love it. It was such a well-made game. Holy shit. Hi, Mr. Gel. So, I mean, there's a whole lot of details leading up to the end points, but I get the gist of what happened. And they basically created a being through these experiments that we just find out at the end that apparently knows how to, you know, switch between bodies. So it's like a sentient being, which is crazy. Whistleblower give you more info? Yeah, I kind of do want to play Whistleblower. I think just because the story's super cool. And it's a prequel, right? So that'll be even more interesting, probably. Oh, does it take place in the insane asylum before it was Murkoff Industries? Because that would be so cool. Much more disturbing? Yeah. That part of it, this game was disturbing, but it really wasn't as bad as I thought. So I can assume, like, just going from what I experienced in this game and knowing the Whistleblower is worse, I kind of got an idea of what kind of things are going to be in there. So, yeah, but I do want to discover the story for sure. It's more gory and weird. Alright. But that was such a cool story. I love when horror games, and games in general, like story-based linear games like this, I love when they give you the mystery, like, slowly in chunks along the way, and when they do it so well that you find it, like, you find so much information through notes and crap on the way, and even though there was, like, a couple, like, giant plot twists at the end and reveals, it still, like, allows you to create a theory in your head of what's going on as you're playing the game, which is so much fun. I love these kind of games. I'm not obviously the biggest fan of all the gore and, like, you know, I don't like getting my fingers chopped off and whatever else. It was very gross, but I think the cool factor was stronger than the gross factor. And it is a really incredibly well-designed game, too. I have to say, like, wow, it was really well-designed. There was a point in the game where it did get a little monotonous with Chris chasing me all the time. I was just like, oh, this guy again, like, But, and there was always a danger, which was cool. But I really I'm glad I played it on hard first of all. I'm glad I played it on hard because I think that was a good balance. I always had enough batteries, but I did feel like I had to be careful on my battery use, and I think I did a pretty good job about that. And it also made it more exciting to find batteries. Is the game just like frozen now, or what's happening? But yeah, I like it. I think hard is a good difficulty, and they were still kind of stupid a little bit, but it was really effing dark. So it makes sense too that they couldn't see me a lot of the time. I better save my progress. Game. You breaking right at the end? The game is a great pace for playing and watching. That's another good point, too. Like, one of the big things that I think makes this game really good is the pacing and the fact that you can get lost, but it does a really, really, really good job of kind of steering you where you need to go, even if it seems like you have lots of different directions to go in. And it's dark and you can't see, and it's just extremely well designed. Like, all of the areas are brilliant. I've played a lot of games that have the opposite problem going on, and that is it can be incredibly infuriating. So I definitely appreciated that a lot. Not to mention the sound design and the voice acting was just amazing too. What happens to the camera footage? I wonder, since it doesn't seem, no matter how much you film. So, obviously, the camera footage is, they destroyed it, probably. Because I had the camera on me when I died. Well, actually, maybe not. Because if Billy, after he inhabited Miles' body, if he actually killed all those guards, but he wouldn't kill Wernicke. He would keep Wernicke alive. So maybe Wernicke has the footage? I don't know. Unless he changed from Billy to somebody else after that. I don't know. I guess that's just food for thought. We're supposed to not really know for sure. Because once he didn't need Billy's body anymore. So it's realistic to think that maybe he only wanted Wernicke alive so that he could keep him alive, because he was, that life support system was what was keeping Billy alive. But maybe he actually did not care about Wernicke. Maybe he was just, using him to just sustain himself. And then after we killed off Billy, he became some kind of a sentient being, a higher being, and then went into Miles and then didn't give a shit anymore. Maybe then he just killed Wernicke. I don't know. Maybe we find out that in Whistleblower. Maybe not, because it happens before. But still, it's cool. It's such a cool story. I like it. The Thing in Billy came in the 30s or whatever. Well, they said that they started the experiments earlier, like in Germany, and it caused a bunch of people to die. And then they brought it to the US, right? And then they started experimenting it on the crazy people in the loony bin. I guess I'm a little bit unclear on that, but I don't want anything spoiled if we're going to play Whistleblower, so don't say the answer, because that sounds like something that's going to actually be in the DLC, so yeah. Isn't it implied that the doctor guy was a German scientist? Yeah, he's a Nazi German Nazi scientist doctor guy. Yes. And yeah, he did extend his life because he's got something that keeps him alive, basically, indefinitely, because he said Billy wouldn't let him die. Wernicke did mention something about how the machine is a gateway. That was unexplained as well. So it could just be that he thought it was Billy, the boy, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe he didn't have anything to do with Billy in the end. Like, once it was out there, maybe it was just something else entirely, Part of Project Paperclip, which is the stupidest name for a project. Project Paperclip. I was told it's both prequel and concurrent with the main game. Okay, cool. So maybe it jumps around. Maybe there's a lot of info. Good. I hope there is. It's only prequel for about 5 minutes. Oh, okay. That's disappointing. I thought it was going to be, like, awesome, like taking place in the 1930s or something. The game is overwriting everything, so I can't actually open up Task Manager. Alt F4.